Another season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. That'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%. And I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Steps away. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. On first down, Allen. He's got a man, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing in my defense.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And check down, complete to Hall.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
First carry from the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
Well, taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago.
17 carries, 76 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson
racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And Lance now to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Hall.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Allen.
Quick slant, he's got Elliott. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He's got room at the 30.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
He finds his man complete. That's Briggs.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a third down coming up. To throw, it's Lance. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And now they'll throw with Allen.
This pass is caught by London.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On play action, Allen throws right back to London, complete again. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
From 21 yards away, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
And New York set to take the field.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
Now Lance.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that third down snap.
That's taken on the 25.
It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Bills to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he cannot pull it in.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and Davis has it over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And he's got room. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Check right. Yellow, line, opposite, green.
Play action, now it's Lance.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
All right, go.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final done.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen.
Throw left side, there's London.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
78 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
to the air. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Drake London from 4 yards out. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And New York set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenges. This series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Allen will try again on second down. That one complete to Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Drake London with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Bills just continue to roll.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go.
Check pink, switch yellow, switch red.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked him apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 38, Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. From the gun, it's Lance.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And, off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance. but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis as time expires in the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and they are just about ready to head to halftime with the Dolphins on top. The Dolphins trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The Texans trying to finish that one off and claim victory. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And our statistician may need a vacation after this one's said and done. What a first half they had throwing the football. Over 300 yards passing already. Meanwhile, for the Jets, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Jason Myers to kick off. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run the draw here with Robinson. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball. defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Lance, that's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but... I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field.
Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? That he's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
Allen now on first down.
And that's Elliott, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Drake London,
45 yards.
And the Bills have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Switch, yellow, Smith, red, black, white.
Throwing again on second down.
Lance. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for New York. And he fields it cleanly.
The danger of a punt that good? A 16-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field.
A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the...
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have got it on cruise control. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at second and long.
Lance looking to throw it.
And it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Ready, go!
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at the 15.
And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Broke through some contacts, but unable to reach the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. And some room to work. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. New York set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lance going to throw.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Intended for Travis Kelce. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
And award that sack to Boogie Basham.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Lance.
Being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
On the keeper.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Play action. Now it's Allen rolling to his left. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. And it's back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Gabriel Davis,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And New York set to take the field.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Hut, go, opposite, green, check, pink, switch, yellow, switch, red, black, one.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lance, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 14.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
Do you want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. A very solid gain of 27. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking deep for Elliott. It got his man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. And touchdown!
Dawson Knox, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Bills are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And New York set to take the field. And right now these guys shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe try to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Lance.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's good for the Jets. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And Lance now to throw.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Carlos Basham picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
A gain of 30 on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Ready.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
That's on big Mekhi Becton, 1st-round pick in 2020.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Here's Lance.
And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
21 yards. Well done on the return.
We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field.
A chance here on this drive to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark.
Throw him the ball. Throw him the ball. Forget analysis, all right? Let's just root a little bit here. Get him the football and get past that 200-yard mark.
Boy, you want that. You seem excited.
I know, and it's really weird because normally I want guys to intercept the ball,
right.
all right? I want them to knock it down. In this case, he's been fun to watch.
The former DB rooting for the wide receivers.
1st down.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well.
Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis from 10 yards out. And the Bills are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Lance out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Lance. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, right.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down.
Green, check, pink, switch, yellow,
on 3rd and long, it's Lance. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for New York. They'll look to set up his blockers. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up netting positive yardage out of this as he's able to get it up near the 25-yard line. A great block. There, 28-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But he's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Hurry up.
On first down, Lance. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Carlos Basham getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check right. Yellow. Line. Opposite. Green.
To try again after the sack. Lance. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower. Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
And the Jets set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
You don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may beat up with this team again.
Lance, and this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He's going to field this at the 4.
As he picks up about 16 on the return.
And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.